Woo! All right, let's rock. 45 minutes, nice and easy, on a route that I probably haven't done in more than a year or two. I don't quite remember. Most of the Makuri Island routes, but I picked kind of a flat one. Not looking to work too hard today. This is the last training session of the day. We are off. Tiles I'm riding on there. Back onto the pavement. Now. All right, starting to get warmed up. Pretty hungry. Got some scratch energy snacks here to eat while I think about lunch. Coming up right after I get off the bike, I have food on the stove, red beans and rice, sausage. It's gonna be yummy. Some spinach. I tend to think about food a lot on the bike. Alright. I'm gonna keep my heart rate right around here. Maybe a little bit of the 150s. Try to keep the cadence over 90. And we'll see how long it takes to ride this route. 13.5 miles to go. Find the right gear combination here. It's a slight uphill here, huh? Hard to notice, but feel it. Going back up again. Man. Can't find the right gear. It's too much power. Body's warming up nicely. This feels great. I haven't been on my tri-bike since Sunday because I've been actually trying out mountain biking. So I've done a lot of biking, but it's been way different sitting on a totally different bike, obviously different terrain. A lot of walking the bike, up hills that I can't ride up because I don't know what I'm doing. Definitely cross training. I had a lot of fun though. Average cadence so far is 89. 11 miles to go. 12, more like 12 miles to go. Big downhill coming up. Which way are we going? Staying left. Downhill gonna start. I think I feel it. Oh, there it is. Alright. Looks like it'll be downhill for a little while. Get comfortable. 10 more miles. More downhill. Feel that riser dropping down. Gotta use my gears. Keep tension on there. Flying. Keeps going down. Cadence is still sitting at 89 average. Should probably pop up to 90 soon. Hey, somebody liked the stream over there on YouTube. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm liking the ride so far. Almost halfway there. Just some sand. Easy, easy. Alright, I think that's all the downhill for a while. Getting to the bottom of it. Looks like some flat and then a little hill. those jumps? Man, I got mountain biking on the brain over here. I'm looking over to the sides of the Zwift route like, oh, I could ride that. Oh my goodness. Cadence average still 89. Climb on the bridge here. All right, going uphill now. Use these gears, keep the power under control. 207 average watts for 20 minutes so far. Still singing at 89 cadence. My heart rate's been mostly high zone 1, a little bit zone 2. Almost halfway done. Man, this trainer feels nice and smooth. So smooth. Climbing up. Ugh. That got really hard all of a sudden. Ugh. That's weird. I didn't see the hill. I just felt it. Ugh. All right, halfway done with 45 minutes, but not quite halfway done with the mileage here, so on the route. This might take longer than 45 minutes. We'll see. All right, let's see about this climb coming up. All right, mentally prepared. There we go, cadence is up to 9.0 average. I knew it would get up there. I've been riding above 90 for quite a while now. Okay, a little more than halfway in, and a bit of a climb coming up. Doesn't look too crazy though. Not like that one over in the distance across the water. That looks pretty wild. Nice little boardwalk area here. Alright, this has got to be the bottom of the climb here. Looks like it's starting to ramp up ahead. 5%. Really feel the resistance going up. Try to keep that cadence up. I think I have one more gear I can shift into. But I think this is good right here. I don't need it. No, don't need it yet. It's always nice knowing you have one more gear you can rely on. Heart rate's up, power's up a little bit, but it's not too bad. There's that final gear. Easiest gear now. Nice. 5%. Still keeping the power. Zone 2, zone 3. Cadence 90. Heart rate zone 2. My heart rate is found zone 2. We're here. We've arrived. So it pops back up here. Yeah, there it goes. Stand up on this climb a little bit. Feels good. Build up a little speed. Right back up. Up, up, up. And down. Feel the slats of the wood vibrating on my feet. The trainer can simulate the different road surfaces. It's pretty cool. Climbing back up. Really shifting a lot today. Luckily my derailleur seems pretty happy with the cassette that came on this trainer. I didn't have to adjust it. And it's shifting pretty darn good. Maybe not quite as good as the cassette on my disc wheel, my race wheel. That's my favorite cassette. It's just so, I don't know what it is. The drivetrain just loves that wheel and cassette. But this feels about on par with how my training wheels feel. Have to be careful. I can't shift under full power with a lot of confidence, but I haven't had any excessive grinding, or like I said, I didn't even need to adjust my derailleur. Just worked right out of the box. All right. Are we already out? Oh, tough. We're over it. Now we get into our big ring. Do a little descending. Just try to keep that cadence up over 90. Back on the pavement. Flying downhill. Had a nice short swim this morning. Got some feedback on my stroke from a young swimmer, super friendly guy. Shared the lane with him. Told me he was high school swim athlete. Decided to be happy to look and see. Like I mentioned, I don't have a formal swimming background, and he actually gave me pretty good tips. Really just one thing to focus on, and he's probably right. If it was that obvious to him, just watching me swim for 2 minutes. John, my man. I did wow, it's been almost a year since I did an FTP test, but last one put me at 317 watts. So these days I have to, I think about 190. Yeah, I can still be zone 2 at 190-ish. But it crosses over to zone 3 at 242. So anywhere in that range today. Yeah. I mean, they're just, it's crazy because it's just numbers. Even riding over 300 watt average in my last sprint race, there were still a handful of cyclists that were faster. One that was like an order of magnitude faster. The guy averaged 26.5 miles an hour. So I'm trying to hang in there and not be too crazy focused on just getting that number bigger. But I think I could probably do a little better on an FTP test if I tried to do one, honestly. But we'll see. I'm sure I'm going to have to do one between now and Ironman Texas. Texas City, I came in 5th overall. And I got the overall Masters Award, which was fun. And that's a great race. It really is. A lot of the athletes were affected by the heat. I personally it didn't really ever cross my mind once that it was hot. I mean, just short. I don't know, I felt like it's just a great time of year for a race, like nice and cool in the morning. It warmed up a little bit, but so much better than like those races like Sylvan Beach and Cypress. I love those races, but I mean, it's hot in the summer, Thanks, John. Yeah, I'm 3 for 3 with the Masters Awards this year. 3 sprint races, 3 Masters Awards. And I'm gonna try for number 4 at Oilman in a couple weeks. I was gonna do the 70.3, but I've decided to stick with the sprint because I'm gonna be training for Ironman Texas again. I'm already signed up, so I figure I can give myself a little bit of a break from the longer distance stuff for a little while longer before diving back in to the belly of the beast. Woo! The goal for Ironman Texas is very simple. I want to be able to feel stronger than I did last time. I feel like if I can be stronger than I was last year, I'm gonna have a better time, I'm gonna have a better day. So I'm not too caught up in the numbers yet. I'm sure as we get closer I'll start with all that, but I mean, I just felt like so, even though I finished the race, I just felt like totally just weak. I felt weak for the last hour on the bike. I felt weak at the beginning of the run. I felt weak in the middle of the run. I felt weak on the third run. So, and I remember seeing a lot of the guys I got off my bike with, they just, not all of them, but a lot of them, they just, when they were running, they just looked strong, man. Like, they just looked like they had like that, you know, drop and do 50 push-ups, or, you know, rip out 15 pull-ups kind of builds. And yeah, I walked the whole marathon. I was in a great mood despite walking, and I knew instantly I wanted to get back. Nah, man, I really just think I was too weak. I just dropped my chain. Oh, maybe I can get it back on. Oh, that's a bummer. Yep, we're gonna give that. We're gonna get off the bike for that one. Time to get my hand all greasy. We're back. And I just barely got my thumb a little greasy. I used a gel wrapper to shield my dainty skin from the savagery of my dirty cassette. Nutrition issue? Nah. I had plenty of nutrition. I had snacks. I had plenty of gels. I was eating everything at the aid station. I mean, not to say I won't have a different nutrition plan come next year, but nah, man, I tried to get into some strength training, but like I started in like February, and so I did about like 12 weeks of training, and like, but it was all during the same time I was doing all the bike and run volume for the triathlon training. So like, I really think I was kind of trying to do a little too much. I wasn't really able to get much stronger, I don't think. I think doing this, I don't regret doing it, but I think at that point it was more like injury prevention rather than getting, you know, more core strength. I don't know how to describe it, but, and then also right when I was getting more into the strength training, the bike and run volume sort of peaked up, and then, you know, the coach, both of the strength coach and Johnny both agreed, like, hey, you you don't need to do 2 strength sessions this week kind of thing. Like, you need to focus on all the bike volume. So this year, I'm trying to get to February and already feel stronger, and then try to maintain a strength training regimen through the Ironman training, rather than trying to start one at the beginning of the Ironman training. So, I don't know if you're still listening, but that's the long version of the discussion. Somewhat long version of it. I'm real happy with my swim and bike from last year. The marathon took me longer than the bike ride did. All right, less than 2 miles. Appreciate you hopping in the chat, making this ride fly by. Less than 2 miles, but we got a little bit more climbing to do. Also, if you're still listening, John, I gotta say, I love this bike, and I'm so grateful that you were in a position to sell it to me. Absolutely love it. I redid the extensions and the cups, but I still have the bar that I got from you. And the 11-speed cassette on my disc wheel that I was just raving about 20 minutes ago, that's actually from you too. So, I love this bike. I love looking at it. I don't get tired of it. Love riding it, which is important. Although, I feel like it's become a little bit less special recently, very recently, because Ridley's just announced a triathlon specific bike, and they're selling it now. And they're saying it's their first ever triathlon bike, but I would make the argument that the Dean RS was their first ever triathlon bike, because I've found very few references online, but I've found a couple of reviews about this bike when it came out, and they talked about how they made like the removable seat post and a few other things a little bit more easy for people to travel with the bike, or for triathletes to be able to get the bike into their position. So, it's a little, maybe to be fair, when they came out with this, perhaps they didn't market it or target triathletes specifically at all. So, I don't know, I wasn't there, I wasn't paying attention back in 2012 or whatever. But the new one, the first 200 people that buy the new tri-bike from Ridley get a complimentary $2,500 trip to the wind tunnel in Belgium to get fit on their new bike. I bet those are already sold out. But damn, that would be cool. Yeah, like honestly, I'm sure the new Ridley's fast as hell, but it's not that much of a, it's not a very radical looking bike. The mono stand aero mount stuff looks really cool though. Yeah, dude, the first 200 bikes, I saw it on the GCN or GTN show. Damn. Imagine flying out to Belgium to pick up your new bike and go do some fitting on your new bike in the wind tunnel with the staff there. That's like, not gonna lie, it's like now I have a new Not quite a life goal, but that would be fun. I love Belgium. I spent 2 weeks there and it was so freaking nice. You saw these Ridley bikes everywhere too. Like, even like bike messengers and stuff. They had like commuter bikes, Ridley commuter bikes. So they're not all fast carbon machines. Apparently they make some other types of bikes for the local market there, which makes sense. Whew. Going right back up though. Cadence is out of control. Whew. All right, less than a mile. Here we go, here we go. Oh, I didn't check any of the colors. I only saw the white and black. But yeah, funny enough, man, I'm actually, I've been getting into mountain biking. I never thought I would enjoy it. And it's like, I can't stop thinking about it. Like, even right now, riding on Zwift, I'm like looking out on the side of the road over there, like, oh, I bet I could ride up that trail. So I got a lot of bike stuff going on right now, man. I shipped my road bike to Connecticut. I sent it up there for the summer, and then I decided to leave it there because I just can't think of a scenario where I'd want to take that road bike out down here versus this. This thing is just built for the roads around here. I just love being in the aero position. So but yeah, trying to keep up with my kiddo on a mountain bike trail is very fun. We gotta be almost there. It's almost lunchtime. I've got some red beans and rice with some onion and herb sausage and some garlic chicken, all chopped up and mixed up together. A white onion, some seasoning, 2 tablespoons of butter. Oh, I'm hungry. So hungry! There it is, folks. Average power 198, average cadence 9090. Really good. I'm not really hangry, I'm just regular hungry. All right, really good training day. Wrapped up with a swim this morning, strength training session, and now the bike ride done too. Hey, thank you, John. Thanks to everybody checking this out. I appreciate you tuning in. I love talking about training, riding my bike here, sharing it here on YouTube. So I'm gonna keep hopping on this Garmin. And I'm sorry, I just can't hold myself. It moves. So cool. All right, have a good one. All right, have a great rest of your day. See you next time.